Senior members of the band, please join the band. Good evening or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and our guests of honor, the class of 2018. Please remain standing for a moment for the national anthem.
Hey everyone! Today I'm standing before you as your year number 2, or depending on whether you're a glass half empty or a glass half full kind of gal, this year's first loser. No matter how you say it, it's still an incredible honor to be your salutatorian. To be completely honest with you all, I was shocked to receive this award. I mean, I'm in front of a sea of talented, amazing, smart students, and I failed my driver's test in the first minute. How can I be the top of our class? How can I be considered smart? Well, as my dad once said, intelligence is something you're born with. Either you have it or you don't. Rather bleak outlook. I guess he's a glass half empty kind of guy. And to a certain extent, I agree with him. To a certain extent. Not everyone can be born an Einstein, but I don't think we're asking the right question. Before asking if someone is or isn't intelligent, we have to start by defining intelligence itself. Is it a high IQ, a high GPA, a full score on the SATs? Well, according to Google, it's the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. Okay, pretty vague, but it's a solid definition. However, if we're going to define intelligence, we're going to have to go a little deeper than Google. I prefer psychologist Howard Gardner's idea of 9 different types of intelligence. Skill with nature, sounds, numbers, life, people, body, words, pictures, or oneself. Without going into a whole lot of detail, he's basically saying being intelligent doesn't just mean understanding that the integral of 1 over x squared plus 1 to the 3 halves requires trig substitution. And so, when I was asked to celebrate our past academic achievements, I didn't just want to focus on grades. I wanted to talk about all the different types of smarts there were. I wanted to talk about our senior video. I wanted to talk about our dance and our mural. I wanted to talk about the clubs you've joined, the sports you've done, the awards you've all achieved. Red Cross, debate, theater, swimming, track, football, because that diploma, this graduation, and everything that you have accomplished up to this point is proof that you are, in your own way, intelligent. And as you take your first steps towards adulthood, it is your duty to use your own intelligence to achieve success, whether that means rising up to become a real estate agent or rising up to become the next Elon Musk. Class of 2018, no matter where your path leads you, there is no doubt that you are all rising stars. But the question still remains. Do you have what it takes to become a shooting star? Because, in the words of a very wise but slightly musky ogre, only shooting stars break the mold. Thank you.
Teachers, counselors, family, friends, and fellow graduates, it's an honor to be in front of you here today. My last responsibility as your senior class president is to present you with our senior gift. We will be leaving the high school behind with 2 refillable water bottle stations in both the commons and the gyms, so all the classes that follow us will no longer have to hike to the gym water fountains to find the coldest water. Not to mention that these stations are much better for the environment. Go Borough! When I look back on my own high school experience, I remember walking under that Raider Country sign on my first day of freshman year. I was feeling nervous, unsettled, and small in a place that seemed larger than life. It was a new experience, and all I saw was a school full of people that looked like they knew what they were doing way more than I did. Looking back now, I know we were all feeling that same way, but I couldn't help but to feel alone. This year, as I walked under that sign on my first day as a senior, I could feel that this is my home. Over the past 4 years, we've all grown so much into the people we are now. We have a new confidence from knowing that there's so much in front of us. There was once a time when Hillsborough High School was a new thing for us. At one point, we were all scared freshmen walking around quietly intimidated, but look at us now. Always remember this feeling of familiarity and this feeling of accomplishment and go out and chase it. Find something new and conquer it. No matter where we go or what we do, there are challenges ahead that each of us are going to face. Embrace these moments of challenge. Meet these opportunities straight on and experience something new. Be thankful for every new friendship you make, every new lesson you learn, and every new experience you have, the good and the bad. The best thing you can do is forget all about your fears of the unknown, because you can't get anywhere without putting yourself out there and going after something new. The future isn't just a distant reality anymore. It's right here in front of us. This is the biggest line we've ever crossed, and we have Hillsborough High School to thank for the courage we've gained to move on. Whether we've gained it from our classes, our relationships, or our struggle to finally win Spirit Night, it's come from Hillsborough, our home. Congratulations, Class of 2018. Thank you.
It is a distinct pleasure as valedictorian to celebrate this turning point with you all today. And I feel that I can finally let out my longest, yeah boy, yet. 4 years ago, we were but clueless underclassmen. Personally, I think I only found out that our school had a whole 700s wing until the middle of sophomore year. It was like discovering Narnia, except with less magical talking lions and more standardized testing and mysterious ceiling stains. So what changed in those intervening years? Well, we took on demanding classes and workloads. We trained, practiced, and rehearsed on the field, and the courts, or at the stage. We bled cardinal and gold, showed our pride at games and Spirit Night. Some of you joined a walkout this year, broadcasting your voices to the country. All of these achievements and more are worth celebrating. All of you represent this generation's potential. We would never have reached this far, of course, without the help of so many others. To my friends and family, thank you for the support you've offered throughout the years. And thank you to the teachers and class of HHS. They've spread knowledge, kindled passions, and put up with those of us who maybe sort of fell asleep in class because we stayed up late to play Fortnite. Now, we move on to an unimaginably endless future. For this speech, they told me to talk about pursuing your dreams. Well, I'm only as old as any of you guys, and I'm standing here just as awkward and uncomfortable in this gown as any of you guys, so I don't know if I necessarily have the expertise to speak on this topic. But I do know this. Our universe is both infinite and ever-expanding. Our Earth is infinitely small compared to all of existence. And us humans, we are still smaller. Okay, I know this all sounds like nonsense, but to quote my good friend Diana Ronan, right before she downed an entire gallon of caffeine-infused ice cream at 1 a.m. on a Tuesday night, don't worry, I got this. To get back to my point, our lives are but a minuscule hiccup in the entire history of space and time. And yet somehow, against all of the odds, you were born, you survived, and you made it to this specific graduation on this specific day. So love deeply, find joy in other people. Don't be daunted by failure. Follow every single one of those cliche inspirational quotes you see on Facebook. And no matter how wild or futile your hopes may seem, go after them anyways. You have nearly nothing to lose and so much to gain. Our finite time in this universe is only just a cause for reckless optimism. As you stand poised at the start of a new life, try to remember that. Thank you.
How about a special round of applause for Ashley, Courtney, and Iris, our 3 student representatives this year. You know, I've been coming to this graduation here for several years now, and there's one thing I keep meaning to do, and I'm going to do it today. Thank you. Before we get going, I would like to point out one quick thing. We have an error in our program. The National Honor Society should be listed with an asterisk. The National Art Honor Society should be listed with an arrow. Unfortunately, they were inverted in printing, so please make note of that adjustment. And now officially, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 47th Annual Commencement Ceremony for Hillsborough High School. Class of 2018, your day has arrived. Each year, I agonize over this speech. What do I say as the principal, the figurehead of Hillsborough High School, that can truly do justice to all of your efforts to this point? How do I adequately address the last 4 years at HHS and the many years that came before that made you ready for high school? How do I put into words how your parents and families are feeling right at this moment? How do I prepare you for the future ahead of you with final words of wisdom? Face it, these are heady topics, and likely things that you yourselves have been talking about into the wee small hours of the night with your friends and over the dinner table with your families. You have accomplished a lot, so that means that there is a lot to cover today. It finally occurred to me that success and happiness in life can be stripped down to just 3 important points. First, love unconditionally. Love your friends, your families, your boyfriends and girlfriends, your neighbors, and strangers, as if there were but a handful of days left on this earth. If you would do something differently, or treat someone differently, if you learned that the world were coming to an end, then start to do better by those situations and those people right now. We do not have to focus on negativity, and we do not have to wait for tragedy to strike to be good to each other. You are about to embark on a wonderful journey called the rest of your life. You are about to meet many new people and have many new experiences. Be open to them and embrace what they can bring you. Yes, you may get burned once or twice, but mostly you won't. Mostly, if you love others unconditionally, they will recognize it and love you just the same. Second, show gratitude. You are good at what you do, really good, and you have worked very hard to achieve what you have. But you didn't get to this moment on your own. So many important people have been a part of your journey. Your teachers and the rest of the staff have pushed you and pulled you, sometimes whether you were a willing participant or not, to the point you are at today. They have challenged you to think and to explain how you think. Remember, sometimes having the right answer isn't enough in life. You have to be able to explain and defend how you got there. It may not have been your favorite part of high school, but all those open-ended questions, DBQs, and so on are what you need to do for the rest of your life. Your teachers have exposed you to new information and new sides of yourselves. They have taught you to keep learning, and as long as you continue opening yourself to new information, new technologies, and new experiences, the world will not leave you behind. Your friends have pushed you too, sometimes to try more things, try new things, or to give yourself more credit. And they have pulled you along too, sometimes kicking and screaming, only for you to realize that the destination really was worth it in the end. Stay connected with your classmates. It won't be quite the same after today. But then again, you won't be quite the same either. Your parents have given everything they can to you to make your life even better than theirs. Don't fool yourself into thinking that they have acted as roadblocks when they didn't give in to your wishes at one point or another. Instead, they taught you to overcome adversity and deal with disappointment. Don't fool yourself into thinking that they don't know you, because they know you far better than you think they do. Instead, they have the wisdom to keep their mouths shut and let you figure some things out all by yourself, knowing full well that you will often do the exact opposite of what they tell you to do. It's time to let a secret out of the bag. They have been playing you just as much as you have been playing them. And those giggles tell you it's true. These people aren't nearly as clueless as you think they are. And don't fool yourselves into thinking that today isn't one of the proudest and hardest days of their lives so far. When you weren't looking, your parents have been quietly memorizing your features, looking for those last vestiges of their sweet and smushy babies that are starting to fade away behind facial hair, makeup, composure, and a look of wisdom and understanding that they haven't seen before. When you weren't looking, they have been standing in the doorway to your room, for once not thinking that you need to clean it, but focusing instead on the Matchbox cars you still have on a shelf, or the stuffed animal you carried everywhere for the first few years of your life. They have been absorbing the you of today, remembering the you of yesterday, and building their strength and resolve to step back and let you become the you of tomorrow. And that isn't easy. To all of these people, be sure to express your gratitude. You have never been alone, and you never will be. And finally, my last piece of advice: be a duck. Yes, a duck. What? A duck? Did she say be a duck? Quack, duck? That one. Your world is vastly different than the one in which most of your parents and teachers grew up. With the prevalence of technology, you have a running account of your entire life through photos and videos, on Snapchat stories, on Instagram, on your parents' Facebook pages. First steps, first day of school, first dance. Almost every first you have ever experienced has been recorded for posterity in some digital way. You can see your life and the lives of others evolve with just the flick of your thumb on a phone screen in a digital storage vault housed in a hypothetical cloud. You are going to start seeing new things posted as you all head off to your new adventures. Remember that what you see posted online is a snapshot moment. It's not real. It is going to look like everyone around you is living the high life, partying till dawn, doing great in school, and juggling it all without breaking a sweat. But it's just a picture, just a facade, just a selfie, just a snapshot of 1 second in a day that has 86,399 other seconds in it. Do not do yourself the disservice of comparing yourself to someone else's single second of contrived reality. The rest of the story exists in what you do not see. Now, what on earth does this have to do with a duck? Well, ducks have a special skill that most people don't think about. They glide across the water, smoothly moving here and there, occasionally taking a deep breath and flipping their tail feathers into the air to dive for a delectable morsel. It looks so easy from the shore. What you don't see is that they are paddling like crazy under the surface to propel themselves forward and to flip their posteriors into the air just to eat a meal. They make it look easy, but it's actually really hard. And this, my friends, is where my third bit of advice, be a duck, comes into play. Success looks easy from outside. Success looks like it happens magically. Success looks like someone just got lucky. But success is deceptive, just as being a duck is deceptive. If you want to do well in this world, you need to paddle like heck for 86,399 seconds a day, all for the 1 second of looking to the world like you are gliding effortlessly across the surface. So, be a duck. It takes a lot more work. It takes a lot of work to make it look easy. So to summarize, when you're talking about your graduation, Your principal's three bits of advice for you were: love unconditionally, show gratitude, and be a duck. Suddenly, go Borough, go green doesn't look so bad anymore, does it? And finally, enjoy every moment of your special day and every new experience ahead of you. Go onward knowing that you have a strong foundation from Hillsborough High School, so maybe you won't have to paddle quite as hard as some of the other ducks out there. For the times when the water gets a little bit choppy, remember that you built your muscles and your resilience as a raider, and you have more kick in you than you might think. You've got this. Congratulations, and best of luck in all you do. We have a number of people to thank today. So join me in a round of applause as I go through each. Your parents for all they have done to help you reach this incredibly important milestone. Your teachers, counselors, and administrators for their hard work these past 4 years. Everyone involved in setting up this ceremony, most notably the custodial and maintenance staff, and my administrative assistant, Mrs. Teresa LaGreca, who takes care of all of the major and minor details. She is retiring this year, and I do not know what I'm going to do without her. Mrs. LaGreca, a huge round of applause, please. The vice principals, Mrs. Yvette Cheney, Mr. Stephen Jablonski, Mr. Michael Simborski, and Mr. Colin Simpson, who run graduation practice in a place that looks nothing like this, and who try to keep the grads organized in the lower concourse for over an hour, which is, frankly, like herding cats. The VPs. The band and choir under the direction of Mrs. Jules Herron, Mr. Nick Clipperton, and Miss Juliana Lobiondo. Senior class advisors, Mr. Vincent Coviello and Miss Ellen Weller, who will be introducing every single one of our graduates in a few moments. Dr. Jordan Schiff, Superintendent, and Mrs. Judy Haas, Board President, and the other members of the Central Office Administration and Board of Education for all of their support. I also want to take a moment to mention our retirees who have dedicated their lives to their passion for education, who are also graduating in a sense this year. Some of them are here, so if you are, when I call your name, stand up, wave, and be recognized for the hard work you've done. Mrs. Diane Bevere, Mrs. Lynn Beagle, Mrs. Joanne Brush, Mrs. Mary Dubberly, Mrs. Bridget Gleason, Mrs. Diane Hammond, Mr. Joel Higgins, Dr. Craig Hoppy, again, Mrs. Teresa LaGreca, Mrs. Ginny Parati, and Mr. Fred Sauls. Thank you for everything and best wishes for a wonderful retirement. At this time, I would like to invite the choir forward for their performance of the musical tribute, This Is Me, under the direction of Miss Juliana Lobiondo.
a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words will be cut me down,
Gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out.
I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come.
And I'm marching on to the beat I drum.
I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hits my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let that shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades and reaching for the sun. We are warriors, and that's what we become. Won't let them break me down. I know that there's a way through. Glorious, glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen. I make no apologies. This is me. This is me. And I know that I deserve your love. There's nothing I'm not worthy of.
When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out.
This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. Look out, 'cause here I come. Marching on, marching, marching on. This is me.
Don't worry. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, I have one request. Please still the ball during speeches. Otherwise, it's fine. Keep the ball still during speeches. Otherwise, it's fine. I now ask Dr. Jordan Schiff, Superintendent of Schools, to please come forward. With this letter of transmittal, I attest to the fact that these graduates, members of the class of 2018, have met all of the requirements of the Boards of Education of Hillsborough Township and the state of New Jersey.
Principal Bingert, President Haas, members of the Board of Education, distinguished faculty, parents, family, and friends, it is my distinct honor and privilege to present the Hillsborough High School graduating class of 2018. Although all graduating classes are special and unique in their own right, the class of 2018 is very special for me. I share a kinship with your parents today because my youngest child will graduate from a neighboring high school later in the week. So I wrote this speech from the perspective of both a superintendent and a very proud father. It is similar to a speech I wrote when my first child graduated from high school. It is entitled, "Where Did the Time Go?" If you are also a proud parent of a graduate in the class of 2018, please stand at this time to be recognized. As parents, we are watching you with a unique sense of pride and dismay. As you got ready this afternoon and put on your red cap and gown, our minds asked the same collective question: where did the time go? As we think about the importance of your graduation, it brings us back to other milestones in your life, like the first one. All parents know that love at first sight exists. We know because we felt it the first time we met you about 18 years ago in that small hospital room. It doesn't seem that long ago that we can cradle you in the palms of our two hands. Where did the time go? In short order, you were sneezing, coughing, cooing, and pooping. Your mother, oh my goodness, was up with you in the middle of the night, feeding you, caring for you, changing what seemed to be a million diapers, and all of a sudden you spoke your first word, and it was Dada. Oh, how you made us fathers feel so proud. Where did the time go? Soon you were crawling, walking, running, jumping, falling, crying, and running again. And then it was your first day of kindergarten. You huddled close to your best friend as both of you waited breathlessly for the bus to arrive. It seemed like the entire neighborhood was out taking pictures to memorialize this event. As you stepped onto the yellow school bus, you turned and blew us a kiss. We watched you for any signs of anxiety as you walked down the aisle, and as you found a window seat, you looked at us for the briefest of moments and smiled as the bus pulled away. Where did the time go? Concerts, ball games, dance recitals, art shows flow from one year to the next. Hairstyles, clothes, all the times that you spent in front of a mirror. Friends coming, friends going. Your growth from a little kid to a teenager happened in a blink of an eye. It was so odd for us that you would spend hours in the bathroom making sure that you looked perfect before you went out, but your room always looked like it was struck by a Category 5 hurricane. Clean clothes go in the dresser drawers. Could at least some of your dirty laundry make it into the hamper? Where did the time go? And then we found ourselves in the passenger seat of the car, gingerly passing the keys to you as you began your first driving lesson. I never knew I had the strength in my right hand to make such a deep impression in the hard foam armrest on the passenger side door. I had to peel my fingers from the crevices created from you accelerating into the turns and stopping the car with a heavy foot, causing minor whiplash to both of us. Where did the time go? And that brings us to today, when we find ourselves just a few hours ago watching you get ready for your graduation ceremony, trying on your red cap and gown. The thought that rises from deep in our souls is that it doesn't seem so long ago that we were able to cradle you in the palms of our two hands. And as parents, we ask one final time, where did the time go? But your parents were not the only people supporting you. Class of 2018, how many of you have attended Hillsborough School since kindergarten? Raise your hand. Wow, that deserves a round of applause there. For 13 years, another group of exceptional people walked with you on the journey to your graduation day. Your teachers have been with you every step of the way. Hillsborough's teachers, please stand at this time to be recognized. Your teachers. As educators, we take a measure of pride in your accomplishments. We care deeply for you and look forward to hearing about your next steps in your life's journey. But today is not about your teachers, and it's not about your parents. It's about you and your accomplishments. I am pleased to share with you that 92% of the graduating class of 2018 will further their studies at colleges and universities, attending institutions of higher learning. Attending institutions of higher learning, from Clemson to Colgate, from the Fashion Institute of Technology to Fordham, from Northeastern to NYU. Graduates from the class of 2018 will attend 160 different schools of higher learning. Some of our students will study abroad in countries including Italy, Canada, and the Philippines. Half of our students will attend colleges and universities right here in the great state of New Jersey, including Felician, Fairleigh Dickinson, Kane, Monmouth, Montclair, the New Jersey Institute of Technology, Rider, Rowan, Rutgers, Seton Hall, Stevens Institute of Technology, the College of New Jersey, William Patterson, and the finest community college in New Jersey, RVCC. Some of our graduates will enter the workforce and begin the process of living independently, while others will be stationed around the world protecting our freedoms by serving in the United States Armed Forces. They will be risking their safety to protect our freedoms. Let's give them another big round of applause for those going into the services. Graduates, as you continue down life's path, I have two simple challenges for you. The first is to be good to yourselves. Keep yourselves healthy of mind and body, be patient with yourself, set goals, attain your goals, and when you don't, remember that failure is an opportunity that can build character. Laugh, and laugh a lot. Make others laugh. Find your passion, believe in yourself the way we believe in you, be forgiving, find peace, and find happiness. My second challenge to you is to be good to others. You are fortunate to live and learn in a community of great warmth, compassion, and resources. Not everyone is so lucky. When you dedicate yourself to helping others, especially those less fortunate than you bring out the best in yourself. When you spend a little bit of time helping those in need, when you spend a little bit of time giving the best of yourself to another, you can change someone's life. You can help them choose the better path, help them see the best in themselves, and ultimately make the world a better place. Remember that you will always belong to the Hillsborough family, and you are always welcome here. Be good to yourselves, be good to others. Congratulations, class of 2018. And now it is my pleasure and honor to introduce the President of the Hillsborough Township Board of Education, Mrs. Judy Haas.
Hi, everybody. It's my great privilege and pleasure as Board of Ed President to join in this celebration of the class of 2018. To all of the students here, congratulations for navigating high school successfully and all of the grades before that. We're so very proud of you. And to the team of parents, teachers, school staff, and administrators, thanks for all you've done to support these young men and women through all these years. It's been the tradition of board members to offer bits of wisdom to our graduates. So here goes. From Dana Boguszewski, a quote from George W. Bush. To those of you who have received honors, awards, and distinctions, I say well done. And to the C students, I say you too can be President of the United States. From Dina Centofanti, a quote from Steve Jobs. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle, and as with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you've found it. From Brett Cooper, a quote from Kermit the Frog. Life's like a movie, write your own ending. From Anne Harris, a quote from Eleanor Roosevelt. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. From Chris Pulsifer, go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. That's from Henry David Thoreau. And from Lorraine Soisson, the awesome Vice President of the Board of Education. Much to learn you still have, my old Padawan. This is just the beginning. A quote from Yoda. From me, I would like to memorialize two men who passed away 50 years ago and relate two quotes that reflect some of the things that they've left behind for the world to contemplate that are as relevant now as they were back 50 years ago. From Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy. And from Robert F. Kennedy, it is the numberless diverse acts of courage and belief that human history is shaped. Each time a person stands up for an ideal, or acts to improve the lot of others, or strikes out against injustice, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope, and crossing each other from a million different centers of energy and daring, those ripples build a current that could sweep down the mightiest walls of oppression and resistance. As I look out over this room, I see so much fabulous potential. You all have the power to do something really important with your life, whether it's a major discovery or a simple random act of kindness that changes somebody else's life in ways you'll never know. So please go forth from here and be amazing. You can do it. Best of luck in all you do. And now we're going to graduate you.
At this time, I ask the senior class advisors, Mr. Vincent Coviello and Ms. Ellen Weller, to assist us in recognizing the graduates. Please, ladies and gentlemen, hold all applause until the end so that everyone in the arena can hear all of our graduates' names as they are called. It's a very important moment to all of us.
Would the first row please stand?
Iris Liu.
Ashley Yang.
Courtney Nielsen.
Michael Jenny.
Colin Downs.
Michael Shokov.
Zachary Tynan.
Sean Jackson.
Catherine Nugent.
Vivek Mantha.
Alice Chang.
Jack Casey.
Denise Pabanito.
Sean Ely.
Hanshi Ma.
Ryan McCaffrey.
Diana Veronin.
Matthew Feduck.
Adele Kong.
Cassie Hollish.
Jenna Dean.
Megan Hollish.
Taylor Chin.
Stephanie Horn Mitchell.
Chelsea Chin.
Justin Gumpel.
Grace Denunzi.
Jacob Wurzman.
Rachel Levinitis.
John Welches.
Justin Tubby.
Aaron Wright.
Joseph Sabo.
Josh Bento.
Jack Edwards.
Benjamin Narradin.
Trevor Pavensky.
Jacob Narradin.
Sarah Chernick.
Michael Delafera.
Daniela DiGiovanni.
Megan Brink.
Giancarlo DeLeo.
Chloe Wong.
Brian Flynn.
Amelia Porter.
Emily Mastronardi.
Alana Ryan.
Claire Mastronardi. Lauren
Alexandra Benedon.
Lauren Mazik.
Zane Moyne.
Danica Lushenka.
Owen Zabo.
Ashley Choi.
Aaron McLaughlin.
Rebecca Lubin.
James Galeese.
Stella Passion.
Michael Ginsberg.
Daniel Duffick.
Andrew Vanderwall.
Emily Jackwish.
Matthew Belsky.
Kevin Faulkner.
Eric Vandermeer.
Joseph Testa.
Christian Escamala.
Kelly Brady.
Richard Princiata.
Megan Kelly.
Rafael Rodriguez.
Megan Latus.
Camila Ramirez Krupa.
Catherine Bunton.
Carly Tanoski.
Jessica Fruge.
Nicole Lugo.
Lauren Caruso.
Gabrielle Reboledo Carides.
Anjali Mahathapure.
Emily Raber.
Catherine Corson.
Genevieve Rowland.
Sebastian Alejandro Rosario Perales.
Kyle Rich.
Isaiah Black.
Michaela Lefko.
Joshua Franco.
Perla Smith.
Godfred Asante.
John Bannister.
Brandon Sanchez.
Isabella Sienna.
Julian Cervantes.
Hannah Otto.
Ryan Venemeyer.
Carly Ahart.
Manal Syed.
Kyle Munt.
Alexander Sutter.
Gia DeFay.
Fiona Heitzman.
Benjamin Elliott.
Yanis Crawford.
Jared Burchett.
Habiba Abdel Halim.
Carl Johnson.
Pollock Shaw. Falak Gajar.
Jessica Kowal.
Zara Saeed.
Shivania Gara.
Masuma Hyder.
Damien Filoramo.
Ashley Ferrier.
Michael Lumbra.
Samuel Becker.
Adam Weston.
Alexei Nesterov.
Anthony Baldev.
Abhishek Iyer.
Jacob Herring.
Gwyneth Torcampo.
Jason Winston.
George Henson III.
Shane Guyette.
Grant Dong.
Alex Albaum.
Andrew Zhang.
Brian Turl.
Nalin Agusha.
Rachel Lee.
Andrew Gross.
Shareed Ramirez.
Alexander Fung.
Stephanie Perez.
James Zhang.
Michelle Gonzalez.
Chibundu Okafor.
Morgan Tremper.
Siddharth Patel.
Malak Khalifa.
Chibuzer Okafor.
Leslie Franco Gill.
Julie Allen.
Alexandra Espinal.
Kelsey Galovich.
Chloe Tremper.
Daniel Hill.
Ashley Haggerty.
Olivia Panagos.
Brian Trin.
Jenna Thornton.
William Chen.
Tara Herderick.
Dimitri Duma.
Rachel Karen.
Mike Wardell.
Kennedy Penn.
Jonathan Willie.
Austin Castellano.
Ali Pieta.
Jared Nelson.
Emily Bordenero.
Dominic Denardi.
Angela Zelinsky.
Charles Amankwa.
Tiffany Poon.
Kevin Diaz.
Leonardo Thomas.
Jackson Parham.
Nathan Ambrosio.
Gary Redden Jr.
Bryn Cave.
Raj Tucker.
Gabrielle Qualiato.
Matthew Bain.
Kyle Bogado.
Joshua Seal.
Sabrina Portello.
Justin Seal.
Sonia Swami.
Derek Obor.
Haley Erickson.
Tyler Boatwright.
Victoria Wendover.
Justin Brown.
Asia Cunningham.
Megan Tevnin.
Camille Aitchison.
Marissa Osofsky.
Grace Cafino.
Amy Sirachi.
Khadijah Vanna.
Jessica Palillo.
Preet Patel.
Ria Goyle.
Emily Wiedock.
Catherine Strazalka.
Isabella Gannis.
Savannah Hunter.
Francesca Donardi.
Jessica LaPolice.
Carolyn Gilmore.
Caroline Pabst.
Lindsay Coraba.
Caitlin Cristiano.
Brittany Komorowski.
Allison O'Neill.
Marta Malinowska.
John Ryan Metello.
Haley Klein.
Erica Volpe.
Mark Acasella.
Sarah Thompson.
Julia Nelson.
Julia Leneve.
Hannah Balawang.
Nicole Visco.
Gia Mandazzo.
Megan Cavalieri.
Shirley Kruskal.
Macy Brandwine.
Amelia Lanahan.
Leah Citron.
Elijah Peace.
Ryan Riggs.
Daniel Kahn.
Elena Soisson.
Eric Cowan.
Alexandra Temple.
Nick Bruno.
Carly Radowitz.
Marco Rialbuto.
Nicole Sacca.
Nicholas Calasano.
Lauren Hassey.
Logan Morales.
Lamara Rivera.
Joshua Matthew.
Brandon Melendez.
Jessica Koval.
Ryan Wheaton.
Caitlin Muller.
Molly O'Sullivan.
Peter Clark.
Samantha Sarah.
Michael Atlas.
Amanda Schmidt.
Michael DeLucia.
Bertilla Joe.
Daniel Esposito.
Elizabeth George.
Matthew Vincent.
Olivia Campanelli.
Evan Morgan.
Cara Capaccio.
Lachlan Turpin.
Liliana Marquez.
Kenanu Salvacion.
Tess Pluchino.
Amy Moore.
Veronica Lopez.
Brandon Lima.
Alexis Fetter.
Thomas DeLuca.
Lydia Gilgallen.
David Bates.
Jessica Fradiani.
Tariq Elkabani.
Samuel Hoffman.
Carson Venice.
Tyler Vrabel.
Alexander Cole.
Marlene Gonzalez.
Robert Maurer.
Carlos Gonzalez.
Joshua Rosenell.
Alfredo Castro.
Travis Finetto.
Taksh Patel.
Christopher Santa Barbara.
Keyshawn Patel.
Michael Denardi.
Rancel Matthew Lopez.
Josh Berger.
Shannon Donahue.
Michael Dooley.
Paige Clark.
T.D. Lee.
Kaylin Dugan.
Marcus Urrutia.
Sarah Shapiro.
Logan Conway.
Kirsten Clerico.
Ryan Kinney.
Andrew Stambo.
Nick Tacopino.
Jessica Builder.
Cole Whitney.
Nadine Louie.
Tyler Modesto.
Jadima Escamilla Baltazar.
Vincent Dante.
Alexis Rushton.
Brian Weistrich.
Marissa Carantini.
Jared Escovel.
Diana Lorico.
Andrew Haver.
Matthew Berrien.
Zachary Adams.
Bianca Van Cleef.
Maximilian Lewicki.
Zoe Vallejo.
Patrick Marshall.
Subisha Christopher.
Alexander Grodsky.
Radhika Joyce.
Duke Zhong.
Akansha Christopher.
Christopher Keller.
Benedict Macaro.
Micah Jackson.
Zacchaeus Amante.
Vanessa DeFries.
Yasmin Kashab.
Nicholas Angelo.
Richard Lynch.
Danielle Hecht.
Christopher Lynch.
Carlos Benito.
Hannah Heinold.
Michael Capabianca.
Kylie Frida.
Neil Desai.
Iman Anduar.
Russell Conroy.
Ann Caridi.
Alexander Warenko.
Blake Feeder.
Vishaka Akrawal.
Daniel Lee.
Ashna Patel.
Esmeralda Herrera Dolores.
Stuti Patel.
Melissa Demba.
Shmudi Rajpara.
Tyler Johnson.
Natika Harikumar.
Marlena Mandick.
Mega Madhusudan.
Dominic Zona.
Patricia Kolojeski.
Sean Hovey.
Alexander Seiko.
Elena Powell.
Tara Reddy.
Paige Murray.
Danish Baha.
Namra Khan.
Smeet Patel.
Luis DiGirolamo.
Carolyn Song.
Vinny Huang.
Stephanie Batulo.
Gabrielle Bogut.
Catherine Patton.
Melissa Sun.
Emma Darcy.
Olivia Johnson.
Amelia Elizabeth Everett.
Abigail Karolewski.
Natalia Roney.
Stephanie Wickman.
Derek Kosar.
Elizabeth Susek.
James Sisti.
Julia Massey.
Janet Way.
Cameron Howell.
Kaylee Murday.
Amelia Curtis.
Oh, there's that one. It goes down. Very good.
Yes, she really did. Sarah Coots.
Emily Wong.
Samantha Harding.
Jordan Namovsky.
Bella Curtis.
Daniel Capodanno.
Harrison Coots.
Zachary Ford.
Nicholas Jordan.
Carrick Hawes.
Christopher Coots.
Samir Shah.
Angelica Antonio.
Manas Rajashurke.
Samantha Babinski.
Krishan Patel.
Ria Aluri.
Shri Raghavan.
Owen Clough.
Karan Mahesh.
Hannah Hobson.
Mandita Pavanade.
Kyle Wengren.
Caitlin Stanton.
Andrew Silver.
Rakesh Sankavala.
Matthew Spoluto.
Lucas Norfleet.
Mark Kwiatek.
Diana Kakase.
Dominic Mazzaferro.
Dali Raga.
Priyanshu Arora.
Vishal Chalam.
Anthony Lombardi.
Raj Patel.
Alexander Dulesky.
Shreyas Morale.
Syed Mumtaz.
Ritvik Raj.
Arshdeep Soran.
Ishan Soman.
Garrett Burgi.
Nemish Mishra.
Michael Guancione.
Kritik Kutari.
Stephen Ofori.
Rahul Patel.
Alan Chen.
Rohil Chada.
Magda Skulska.
Lokash Srinivasan.
Melissa Aleo.
Tyler Vu.
Emily Jolly.
Yusef Ahmad.
Alyssa Jeans.
Aman Vermane.
Carlos Capdevilla.
Sakith Mavado.
Catherine Zerold.
Ethan Wang.
Bryn Briggs.
Benjamin Joseph Adelson.
Colin Byers.
Jonathan Shaw.
Emily Obenauer.
Michael Clower.
Lena Boloch.
Tage Semino.
Jillian Cozzolino.
Alex Ing.
Juliana Ciccatelli.
Andres Obeso.
Michael Park.
Liliana Pasawaka.
Matthew Porowski.
Ashita Agarwal.
Ryan Hanwad.
Anna Gottfried.
Nicole Norgard.
Kira McDevitt.
Tyler Chu.
Sydney Ciccarelli.
John J. Walsh III.
Faith Perovich.
Aaron Chang.
Julia Walsh.
Caitlin Clarkin.
Caitlin Wilczek.
Alicia Hashim.
Alejandro Gutierrez.
Sarah Nirod.
Sachin Sharma.
Elisa Merhi.
Varun Patel.
Ashley Baxter.
Isfar Ishan.
Micaiah Sturett.
Smith Shah.
Michaela Nelson.
Ryan Soja.
Ama Awusua Asante.
Anthony Jakubowski. Ava Larmore.
Mame Efwa Netwafwa Wilson.
Bakthavar Ursher.
Siani Marsh.
Olivia Buckman.
Alexis Montgomery.
Aaron Buckman.
Noria Laurie.
Kristen Sarrett.
Mackenzie Kiernan.
Jenna Pudiman.
Lauren Alexander.
Nick Valencia.
Annie Ryan.
Schutz. No. Alexander Schutz.
Jillian Boos.
No, I don't. Keegan Minter.
Gina Clementi.
Matthew Cook.
Aaron Luan.
Ryan Dixon.
Steve Grober III.
Christopher Kimmock.
Matt Moore.
Drake Chen.
Timothy Yost.
Christopher Stroop.
David Yost.
Alexander Bolek.
Patrick Vincher.
Christian Neef.
Taylor Raganoff.
Gavin Waslak.
Raphael George.
Daniel Balvaneno.
Noah Quick.
Christian Boylan.
Justin Bagden.
Ari Weinberger.
Isabella Denardi.
Zach Roth.
Nicholas Tripod.
Alan Warella.
Jacob Ford.
Anthony Donadio.
Kyle Zamori.
Giovanni Calalillo.
Jacob Romano.
Randy Douglas Potts Jr.
Devin Wojciechowski.
Craig C.J. Greer.
Christian Monier.
William Boyd.
Mache Okarowski.
Waleed Chana.
Connor Molars.
Coltrane Borgia.
Jasmine Pristis.
Frank Basin.
Eunice S. Sepulveda Camacho.
Hunter Lambert.
Reba Bento.
Erica Jenkins.
Michelle Yang.
Alexandra Doherty.
Sydney Fries.
Andrea Huffman.
Adam Plaskanka.
Francis Rosario.
Nicholas DiFilippo.
Jeremy Rivera. Anna Marie Cesny. Nolan Washburn.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class of 2018. Thank you. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2018. In just a moment, our brand new HHS alumni will begin their recessional, but please allow me one moment for a few instructions. Graduates are reminded to report directly to the loading gate entrance to pick up your diplomas. Parents and guests are not permitted on the lower concourse, so please wait upstairs, preferably outside, for the graduates, who are just as excited to see you as you are to see them. Finally, please be patient and safe as the traffic clears out afterwards, and remember that we must be off-site by 5:30 so we do not hold up the next event. Your cooperation is appreciated. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2018. Thank you, and good night.